All right, it is 12. 12:07 on 12:10. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna go to sleep. I don't know what's happening with me. I watched that last video, and I was just thinking about some of the things that I was talking about, and while I was listening, I did have some memories that I didn't have when I was talking, and some more revelations about things. So, also, when I was talking to my friend, oh shit, I'm gonna have a rough day tomorrow, probably. I was talking to my friend and talking about, like, how this weird stuff happens, and then, like, you vomit all over somebody, like, verbally and whatever. And, like, I sort of realized that sometimes it's like, well, it's basically about not being present is the biggest thing, but, like, looking too far into the future and remembering the past situations that are similar, and so you're, like, having your future and your past collide, it, like, causes this weird, like, anxiety and, like, just, like, that clash, that um mm, that your mind does to sabotage you. It's like, oh, like, you know it has to be this way, and, like it doesn't have to be that way. With, like, you can't put now into the future. You can know what you want, like, in general, but you can't put whatever is happening now, like, into the future, and, like, daydream about it, and, like, wonder about it, and, like, how can I make it fit? It doesn't work that way. But then when you're doing that and then you think about your past and all this shit that went wrong, and it collides, then, like, the present gets kind of skewed, and, like, then you have a weird, inaccurate, for sure inaccurate, perception of what's actually happening. So, yeah, it's odd. It's odd, but, it's good that conversation earlier happened, because, like, I saw it, like, I saw what I did, and I was like, damn it. But it's fine. And then I was talking about how people hang on everybody's word, and, like, even people that, like, have told me this information before. I found the courage one time to one of these people that I used to work with. I mean, I've worked with a lot of people, okay? So just so you know, like, I'm not pinpointing any one person. Like, I'm not going to do that, because they have their own shit, and that's not mine to deal with. But when I was talking about how you receive things, and communication, and the difference between, like, real acceptance and understanding, then this thought came into my head, because I had this courage, like this moment where I was able to speak up and say what I was thinking and what I saw. And instead of saying, I can see how you see that, the person told me how what I was seeing was wrong. And I was like, what? So this person explained to me like how it was wrong, instead of saying, oh, I can see how you see that, but like this is like, and oh my gosh, okay, so my discernment is starting to really kick in. And yeah, there is a difference between somebody being able to see and like and and help you through stuff, and actually understanding and helping you through it, rather than like manipulating the way you think by proving that you're wrong. It's really weird. It's really subtle though. And when you're in it, it's hard to see. Like, so that's where you have to get super, super quiet. And it's like, you know, some of that was their advice to get still, right? And I did. I got still and I just watched. And then I saw things, and yeah, it's just like, okay, I'm still working on becoming, I am what I am right now, but I'm still working on becoming the best version of myself, and like really like getting all those canyons. It's not even just a little groove. It's there's canyons in my mind. Working on filling, like changing the pathways, but and it's good. Like whatever I experience is good, but it's like if I'm gonna say something, like then I should act accordingly too. It's like if I'm gonna say, don't be judgmental, or don't be critical, or um, um, love yourself, or like whatever advice, like, or whatever I'm saying, I should be that. Do you know? So now, right now, I am loving myself. I mean, I'm still learning to love myself more, but like I am loving myself. So like it's like being an example. It's not even it's walking your walk, walking your walk, walking your talk, being what you talk about. And like yeah, yeah, so I mean, a few of the people that I know now, like I said before, like they don't say that they don't have judgment. They just don't have it. So, and I guess it's different when you're trying to teach something. I'm not trying to teach anybody anything. I'm just showing you what I'm going through and like talking it all out. Things I've been through, what's going on in my head. So, like, if what I say somehow something like it triggers some question in your head or I don't know. It's just I'm just talking. But I'm thinking about people who actually teach this stuff, and I'm just wondering. And I know some people live what they talk about. This is too much. I think I am gonna. I think I said the couple of things that I wanted to say, and I'm a little excited now. And yeah, it's just I saw something. I saw some form of discernment, like coming to me, like knowing the truth about people's intentions and their friendships, and seeing what's 100% genuine and what's not. And I think everybody does believe what they say. Otherwise, they wouldn't say it. But, if there's God, when you're still wounded, if you're still wounded, like if you really haven't looked at everything, if you think you have nothing left to learn, then you shouldn't be teaching. Like if you really, really, really believe that you have all the answers because you opened up something in yourself that's visible, even it's visible, and like you can help people, but like when it comes to your personal life, it's nowhere near what you're teaching. Like there is something to look at. So anyway, that's just fuck. I had to say it because that's what I saw. And you know what though? If anybody's watching that knows what I'm talking about, like, maybe there's a little bit of anger in me, but yeah, I guess there's a little bit of anger and resentment, but I believe that, like, if there wasn't a reason for me to be upset, then I wouldn't be upset. Even if it's No, it's that, yeah, that, whatever, always explaining to me why I was wrong and how my thinking was off. Like, always. It was never like, oh, I can see how you see that. It was never like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but here's where I'm coming from. It wasn't like that. It was more like, oh, um, no, I'm gonna tell you like how it is. And that, oh shit. Okay. No, it's gonna get too specific. It's gonna get too specific, and I don't want to do that. Um, I am letting go of any anger and resentment. I can see what was happening, and that's why I was able to ask God for help, and He helped me. And I do appreciate the whole experience, because now I can discern and I can see what's actually happening. There's times where maybe I'm a little off still, but it's not that often. And the people I'm dealing with now, we can actually have a discussion and work it out and like figure out to how to move forward, to just move forward. It's no criticism here. And that's a really nice place to be. Those are really nice people to be around. And so I think, this is another example of how your outer world reflects your inner world. So now that I'm taking care of myself and that I'm, being good to myself and not judging myself and taking it easy and like giving myself a break, people from the outside are doing the same. So there you go. There you go. So whatever world you're in, whatever your life looks like, if you don't like it, if it's not peaceful, if it doesn't feel right to you, it's probably not. And you don't have to be there. You just have to have the courage to walk away from things that don't fit you, things that hold you back, things that make you feel guilty, things that make you feel wrong, things that, it's your choice. If you don't like it, leave, or stay in that same shit and never look at it. It's up to you. And yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's it. So another, you know what? I don't even feel pressure now. it's like I did have a little thought of like, gosh, I'm talking a lot, and my videos are really long, and I'm saying a whole lot of stuff and a whole lot of nothing, and like a whole lot of like vague stories. Um, but it's because it's not about me. So I'm sort of like trying to keep it about me and not like attack anybody, or you know what I mean? And so what if my videos are long? You don't have to watch them all the way through, and you probably don't. So this is all for me, and maybe somebody needs to hear this stuff, and they'll listen, and it might like trigger something in them that like they asked the right question finally to themselves. Who knows? But this is what I have to do, so I'm doing it. But yeah, I appreciate you all. I love you all. Have a good night for real this time.